In the silent void of space, amidst countless stars, one planet pulses with something rare. Life. And the will to rise. Earth. Our cradle, our home, our challenge. From the first spark of fire to cities glowing at night, humanity has journeyed far. But compared to the scale of the cosmos, we are still at the beginning. We are not yet in control. Not of our planet. Not of our future. We still face storms we cannot stop, disasters we cannot prevent, and divisions that hold us back. But now, something is shifting. We are unlocking energy, connecting minds, expanding our reach beyond the clouds. Evolution is no longer just a force of nature, it is becoming a conscious act. We are learning to shape the world, not just survive it. To build a civilization not ruled by chance, but by vision. This is not science fiction. This is not tomorrow. It is happening today. The transition from a vulnerable, fragmented Type 0 civilization to a unified, planetary Type 1 is underway. And this is the story of that transformation. Section 1, Communication, the rise of the planetary brain. Once, words took weeks to cross an ocean. Now, they travel at light speed. The internet is no longer just a tool, it is the nervous system of a global mind. From Beijing to Boston, Lagos to London, we speak, tweet, post, and share across a digital lattice. Fiber optic cables span continents. Satellites whisper across orbits. And resistance? Futile. Even the most powerful governments cannot silence this planetary voice. 1 billion devices, a quarter of Earth's population connected, this is the foundation of a Type 1 communication system. Section 2, Language, babble no more. Across 6,000 languages, humans once struggled to connect. But slowly, one language began to dominate, not by force, but by necessity. English, followed closely by Chinese, is becoming the lingua franca of science, finance, and entertainment. It's not about erasing diversity. It's about building a bridge across difference. Yes, many native tongues will fade, but none will truly vanish. Thanks to the internet, no language will be forgotten. Our ancestral voices, immortalized in digital echo chambers. Section 3, Economy, when nations merge. There was a time when European tribes spilled rivers of blood over borders. Now, they share a currency. The rise of the European Union, NAFTA, and other trade blocs is not just politics. It's the economic skeleton of a planetary civilization. In 2008, a stock market tremble in New York triggered a financial tsunami across Tokyo, London, and Hong Kong. We've outgrown national economies. What affects one, affects all. We are becoming economically entangled, for better or worse. Section 4, Culture, the global middle class. Forget empires and kings. The most powerful force today? The rise of the global middle class. From Mumbai to Sao Paulo, from Nairobi to Shanghai, millions are chasing the dream of 2 cars and a college education. Not war. Not conquest. Just stability and a better life. The ancient passions of nationalism fade into shopping lists, tuition plans, and retirement goals. And with prosperity comes power. Soft power. Hollywood, Nike, TikTok, BTS. This is the emergence of a planetary youth culture. Driven by fashion, music, fast food, and film. Not everyone is thrilled by this. But make no mistake, this is evolution in motion. And it's not replacing local culture. It's coexisting with it. We are becoming bicultural, local in roots, global in reach. Section 5, Superpowers, the fall of guns, the rise of gigs. The 20th century crowned military titans. But the 21st? It will be ruled by economic empires. The Soviet Union collapsed under the weight of its own arms race. The new superpowers will be defined not by nukes, but by networks, code, and credit ratings. Wealth, not war, determines global influence. In a Type 1 civilization, science and technology are the new battlegrounds. In every app, satellite, and scientific breakthrough is a weapon of peace. Section 6. Environment, News, and Travel. The hole in the ozone layer? A warning shot that was heard around the world. In 1987, humanity came together with the Montreal Protocol, and we saved ourselves. This was our first planetary environmental action. The same is happening with climate change. Slowly, nations realize carbon doesn't respect borders. In the news, it travels faster than bullets. From protests to pandemics, the global village watches it all in real time. No one controls the narrative anymore. Even war is changing. Two democracies almost never go to war. With fewer children and more to lose, nations now hesitate. And what about travel? Tourism is exploding. People from every corner of Earth are bumping shoulders, learning, blending. And when you've shared a meal with someone from another land, it becomes harder to call them the enemy. Section 7. Toward Type 1, a future rewritten. By 2100, nations will still exist, but their grip will weaken. Regional unions will dominate. Corporations will transcend flags. We're building a civilization that's wired, wise, and worldly. Even disease control is becoming global. From the Black Plague to Ebola to COVID-19, we've learned that no virus is local anymore. And we've responded, not as tribes, but as a species. A planetary immune system is emerging. The journey from Type 0 to Type 1 is not guaranteed. It will take wisdom, courage, and unity. But for the first time in history, we have the tools. A global language, a shared economy, a planetary consciousness. We are witnessing the birth of something greater than nations. A civilization, connected, creative, conscious. And you, right now, are part of this awakening. So the next time you scroll your phone, hop on a plane, or hear the world speaking with one voice, remember, you are living in the most pivotal moment in human history. Not just the future, but the beginning of a new kind of humanity.